Top 3 EU tax havens for 2025: Bulgaria, Romania, and Monaco. In 2025, significant changes reshaped the tax landscape, making countries like Spain, Greece, Italy, and Portugal far less attractive for entrepreneurs. Tax benefits for foreign income, such as Spain's Beckham Law, have been abolished. This trend will only intensify in 2026 as measures like wealth registers, financial levies, and restrictions on cash transactions are introduced across the EU. With these restrictions, it's tempting to think about leaving Europe entirely. But what if I told you there are still tax havens within Europe where taxes are low, costs are manageable, and opportunities for entrepreneurs remain abundant? Today we'll show you the top 3 tax havens in Europe for 2025, where stability and entrepreneurial incentives are still alive and well. 1. Bulgaria. When most people think of Bulgaria, they imagine retirees enjoying their golden years on the Black Sea coast. The low cost of living makes it ideal for pensioners who can stretch their modest retirement incomes far further than in countries like Germany, Austria, or Switzerland. But what about entrepreneurs? Is Bulgaria a viable destination for self-employed individuals or business owners? The answer is a resounding yes. Bulgaria's tax system is one of the simplest and most attractive in Europe. Corporate and income taxes are both set at a flat 10% on profits. Business owners are taxed on their corporate profits at 10%, and dividends are subject to a 5% tax. This system has remained consistent for decades. Here's where things get even better. While the flat tax is officially 10%, we at GoEU have developed an exclusive setup for residents of Bulgaria. With this arrangement, newly established companies can qualify for a corporate tax rate of just 7.5% instead of 10% permanently. This isn't a loophole. It's entirely legal and available exclusively through GoEU. 2. Romania. Romania offers significant opportunities, but comes with some challenges. For employees, salaries have been increasing yearly, but not enough to keep pace with inflation. While it's possible to live on an average salary, owning property is almost essential for a comfortable life. 80% of Romanians own their homes. For entrepreneurs, however, Romania boasts the lowest tax burden in the EU. Corporate taxes range from 1 to 3% on annual turnover, with an additional 8% dividend tax on distributions. Here's how it works. For revenues up to 60,000 euros annually, the tax rate is just 1%. For revenues up to 500,000 euros, the rate is 3%. With up to 3 companies, you can enjoy tax advantages on revenues up to 1.5 million euros annually. To qualify, you need to hire at least 1 employee. The minimum gross salary is 700 euros, which translates to 400 euros net, with the remaining 300 euros going towards social contributions. You can hire a local employee or, more interestingly, appoint yourself as the employee. Normally, self-employment contracts like this are restricted to Romanian residents, but we've developed a solution to make it work for non-residents. At GoEU, we've partnered with a high-ranking legal counsel to make it possible to establish a company and open a bank account in Romania remotely, with no need for a notary appointment. Here's the twist. You can appoint yourself as the company's director and employee, even without living in Romania. This setup is exclusive to GoEU and makes Romania an even more attractive option for entrepreneurs. 3. Monaco. Monaco is synonymous with luxury, attracting celebrities, athletes, and entrepreneurs with its 0% income tax policy. It's one of the most desirable residencies for the wealthy, or those aspiring to be wealthy. While Monaco's income tax rate is unbeatable, the country does impose other taxes. VAT is set at 20%, with reduced rates of 5.5% for certain goods. A stamp duty tax of 5 to 7.5% applies to property and business sales. Corporate tax is 33% for companies earning more than 25% of their revenue outside Monaco. Additionally, there's no inheritance tax for transfers to direct descendants. For other relatives or non-relatives, inheritance tax ranges from 8 to 16%, which is relatively moderate. The main drawback of Monaco is the cost of entry. To gain residency, applicants must deposit at least 500,000 euros in a blocked account with a Monegasque bank. Housing costs are also extraordinarily high, whether you're renting or purchasing property. While Monaco is a dream destination, it's not practical for everyone. If you're not yet a millionaire, consider starting in Romania or Bulgaria instead. If you're interested in establishing a business or relocating to Romania, Bulgaria, or even the USA, feel free to reach out. Additional information can be found in the video description. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.